Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading. Very windy Saturday here in South Africa, and I am going to be looking at a more serious topic than the one I did yesterday, and the serious topic today is the Invictus Games and the stories that are coming out about the games at the moment. The first story that came out was that allegedly Prince Harry is charging an appearance fee to attend. There is, of course, all the speculation about security. I'm not going to be looking at that in this reading. This is going to be really a reading about money, things like that. So appearance fee, we're going to be looking at that. Then, of course, we hear that the Netflix crew is going to be tagging along. I went and looked on IMDb, and it does seem as if The Heart of Invictus, the documentary starring Prince Harry, according to IMDb, is well underway. But it was supposed to be a series. It is now down to one episode. So they've cut down to the bare bones. Doesn't bode well. So I want to know who is going to be benefiting from the Netflix series. Is it going to be Netflix? Is Invictus going to benefit financially? We know that they were really taken aback when Prince Harry pulled out of a fundraiser because it clashed with his deal with Netflix. I can't remember who that fundraiser was for. Was it with Apple? A long time ago now. They were really left in the lurch, very let down, and William and Catherine had to step in and hand them large sums of money from their own foundation to prop them up. So there is that. Then we get the news that Meghan is apparently going to attend. It was too dangerous, of course, for her and Harry to attend Prince Philip's memorial in London, but perfectly safe for them to fly out to the Netherlands and attend the Invictus Games. Of course, they were seen together in Toronto at the Invictus Games. Some curious moments that we've never quite got to the bottom of, any of us. But can't wait to see her, I have to say, in the Netherlands. Hopefully going to be very interesting. And as a lot of people are saying, very interesting also for the body language guy. I think I've shuffled enough. Then there is a surprise promised us, along with this appearance by Meghan. A lot of people speculating that the kids are going to show up, maybe in orange rompers, in Lilibet's case. Who knows? Prince Harry, of course, clowning around. I'm laying the cards out wrong. Sorry, that was the first one. That's the second one. I'm so used to doing Celtic crosses. Doesn't make any difference. As long as I get them in the right order for my reading, and I am. 7-card reading using the Ordinary Rider-Waite Tarot to see, answer these questions, hopefully, how the relationship was in the past, in the build-up to the Invictus Games, and how the relationship with Harry is going to be at the end of it all. And underlying energy of this reading is Judgment, the Judgment Day card, the Revelation, the Resurrection, the Coming Around Again card. It's also a big decision. This is the moment. This is the big moment for Invictus and for Prince Harry. It's a lot of things riding on this. His deal with Netflix is riding on this. His claims to being a military man are riding on this, of course. His association with veterans under jeopardy, if it's true that his book is going to say that he was a reluctant recruit sent off to the army against his wishes, against his will. He's already had his royal patronages taken away. That involves the military. Well, they've been put in abeyance. They haven't been repurposed. Nobody else has been awarded them, really. Particularly the Marines, the Royal Marines, still waiting for their new Captain General. And as far as I'm aware, I could be wrong, of course, but big moment. There's a lot riding on this. A lot riding on this for Harry, and now seemingly also for Meghan. A lot riding on this for Invictus too. I think their very survival depends on how well these games do. I did a reading a long time ago on this channel, reading number 80, about that, and it didn't look good for Invictus. Ultimately, same title, Invictus Gained. I'll be calling this one Invictus Gains too, because we're reading on the same thing, really, money. And in my opinion, allegedly, money really matters to Harry in his relationship with Invictus. So let's see, Star in the reverse. This is the central card, the signifier for their relationship, his role with them. We're getting the Star in reverse. Despair is the star, a fallen star, falling from grace. He is no longer the star that he once was for them. He was the massive fundraiser. He was very engaged with them. He was very supportive. He was very busy with them, very energetic, a leader, a cheerleader, raising their spirits, their hopes. Now all of that is crumbling. The star is in the reverse. It is falling. They are from hope to despair, from a big deal to nothing, turning to ashes. All of this very, very interesting signifier at the center of this reading. It's a big card. This is a big deal. And of course, as I say, judgment is underlying all of this. And he is going to be judged on this energy of the star in the reverse, of letting people down. The big star that was supposed to keep them going, and now not living up to his name, his billing. And Netflix camera crew around to film it all. How very interesting. What kind of a documentary are we going to be seeing soon? It seems it is going to be soon. So, is Prince Harry going to be paid, or is he demanding an appearance fee to attend the games? Is there money? The Hanged Man. I think he'd like to, but I don't think he's going to get it. Maybe it has been vocalized with that Hanged Man card. But there's a lot of hanging around, literally, with that Hanged Man card, waiting, being in limbo, feeling like you are being sacrificed. You have been hung out to dry. He feels that he is being used. How charming. Charming energy coming off this card, really. Allegedly. Disclaimer in the box below. Hanged Man, he feels like he's being used, exploited, and I think he would like to be rewarded for his troubles, but that's not a Pentacles card. That is not a positive card. That is not an action card. That is a dangling, waiting, results not in yet, decision is not in, and it looks bad. It looks bad for me as a tarot reader, and whoever this suggestion was put to feels it's in very poor taste with that Hanged Man card. Very, very poor taste, particularly in the way, given the way that he let them down with a previous fundraiser, cancelled it at the very last minute, left them absolutely in limbo, and now he himself is in limbo. And what goes around comes around. So let's see, who's going to be benefiting from this Netflix documentary? Is it going to be Netflix? Is it going to be Prince Harry? Is it going to be the Invictus Games? Let's see if we can figure it out from the card. 3 of Wands in reverse. It looks like nobody is going to be benefiting from it. Let's just say that. 3 of Wands is a very clear answer when it's in the reverse. It's the waiting card. It is waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for your rewards. You're expanding, you're growing. Remember, I said it was meant to be a series and make a lot of money out of series on Netflix. The producers make money out of it. Possibly the people involved make money out of it too. Not the veterans themselves, but maybe the organization involved gets a cut of the deal. But it has been cut down to 1 episode, a series of 1 episode. No, this is just a very short documentary, probably really focused on this particular event itself. And nobody's going to benefit with the 3 of Wands in reverse. The 3 of Wands in reverse means that your ship sank. The corn that arrived in the hold was full of weevils, and you had to throw it all away. It does not bode well. It's a shrinking energy rather than a growing energy. It's a withering energy. So it looks like no one is going to be making money out of this. And Prince Harry in particular, if he was waiting for a big payday with this documentary, because it is a male figure that's standing there with his back to us, waiting in his robes, waiting for things to grow for those ships. Nope, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Seems to me Netflix is going to wash their hands of him after this. Invictus Games also going to be foundering as a result of their engagement with Prince Harry, according to my previous reading, reading number 80. No, none of this energy is good. In fact, very, very negative cards coming out in this reading so far, with the Star in reverse, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Judgment, the eye of the gods, the eyes of the gods on this, to see how it does. This will be written down in the Book of Life. Noted. It's being noted. It's being noted by many people, many energies on the planet and off. Let's not get too weird, but that's my feeling on this one. And so down to Meghan. Below this card, why is she going? This is a Harry thing. Why is she tagging along? Two of Pentacles, merching. My merching card. They're very specifically purposed by me as a merching card. It's, if you go and Google it, you're not going to see merching in a definition of Two of Pentacles, upright or reversed. But for me is, look at me, I have my wares for sale, juggle, juggle. Which would you like? Which would you pick? Which would you choose? So trying hard, but only two pentacles. I'm not going to make much money out of it, but trying her hardest to make money. And it's sitting under the Hanged Man, which was my question. The answer to my question is Prince Harry going to demand an appearance fee for this. And they need money. They need money. It's interesting that they're two, because I'm getting the feeling that if they've got to drag the kids along, produce them on stage somewhere along the line to make some money, to get a headline, to get a magazine spread, to get something, to get Netflix to pay them for the documentary, they will do that. This is about money. This is about, she's running out of choices. It's a choice point. The twos are always about decisions. What do you prioritize? Where do you put your energy? Where do you give to? What do you focus on? And they are genuinely running out of ways of making money and things to focus on. So that's why she's going along. She's not going along because she cares about the veterans or Prince Harry. She's going along, in my opinion, allegedly, she's going along for financial reasons. And Tess has turned up to try and squeeze herself through the cat flap again. Unfortunately, if I turn the camera to the cat flap, yeah, bit of a mess on the way there, so we don't want to see that. So maybe one day I'll do some test footage for you. But let's see, what is the big surprise that her appearance is going to entail? Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a partnership. And I'm not getting kids. I'm not getting kids. They're partnering with someone. They have got a plan. They are going to announce some kind of collaboration with someone or something, some organization, somebody. They're looking at the world. I don't think kids. I really don't see kids, but I do see maybe they're going to, as part of Archewell, announce some kind of award thing or future goals for Invictus that are going to be traveling, new next venue for it, which might be a bit of a surprise about where it's going to be held. It's that kind of energy. It's a planning card. It's strategizing. It's making, we have making deals here. She's making deals, more making deals. It's about business. It's a business arrangement. The surprise could just be literally her appearance, of course, even though we already know she's going to be there. Surprised at, here I am. You haven't seen me for ages. Now here I am, all glamorous again. But I think it's more that they are looking at new partners to keep Invictus going, new venues, new territories to explore. It's that kind of thing. I think it's underwhelming. I don't think anyone is going to collapse in a dead faint when they hear what they have up their sleeves. I think it's going to be very small, very underwhelming, as I say, from that two of Wands, especially as the Two of Wands is sitting under the Three of Wands in reverse. It tells me that whatever this is has already at some level failed, because the ships have not come in. They are not going to come in. And even though they are trying their best to make deals and keep this whole thing chugging along, dragging along. And on that note, let's see how things have been between Harry and Invictus in the lead up to the games. He was seen clowning around in that silly orange outfit. I did a reading on it. It was very cringeworthy. They seemed to all be cringing. He did another cheerleading thing very recently. There were some awkward silences. There were some moments, embarrassing moments for him personally, when his old officer, he said, "Oh, you used to shout at me," and she said, "Well, you needed it." Oops. So how are things in the lead up? Not good. 8 of Wands in reverse. Communication's very poor. It is literally the communication card. It's unblocking, it's dynamic movement forwards, the 8 of Wands when it's upright. When it is in the reverse, things stagnate, things get blocked, things don't happen. Of course, there has been the lockdown that has stopped things in their tracks between Harry and Netflix. They had to postpone the games. It suffered a lot because of that. So that could mean that the 8 of Wands in reverse could indicate that simply. But I think it's more a person-to-person level. Communications have not been going well. People have been quite frustrated at things that have been done. The clowning around, the orange outfit, the silly rah-rah Zoom call that he did in the past few days didn't go down well. It was mocked mercilessly yet again. I think that they just think, oh my word, please just go away. You really are not helping our cause, and hence the star in reverse at the center of this reading. And how are things going to be after the games? What is the feeling going to be at the end of the games? Netflix and Prince Invictus feelings towards Prince Harry. Temperance. It's a patience card. Maybe some healing at the end of it. They're going to be feeling, well, okay, he showed up, he did what he was supposed to do, we got through it in one piece, it went well, there's been some healing, there has been some balancing, and the angel is there in the crown on that card as well, if you can't see it. The angel there with a crown. He did what he needed to do. He might restore his reputation somewhat as a result of his appearance, his effort that he puts in. He allegedly did not put in nearly enough effort in Australia. People were very disappointed with, I think he only showed up at the beginning and the end with Meghan, of course, dragging along. Going to do better. It's going to do better, this one. Their opinion of him is going to be somewhat restored by the end of these games. Maybe this 2 of Wands, this new collaboration, this new venue for it, or whatever he's got up his sleeve, will heal things in some way and give them cause for faint hope. So all is not lost at the end of this, with the angel card, with the temperance card. And I have to say, from the veteran's point of view, I'm pleased to see that. From Prince Harry's point of view, he'll live another day with Invictus. But it's very problematic right now. His relationship with Invictus, very problematic. It has been very rocky. They are not happy with him at the moment, and he's really going to have to work very hard to restore his relationship with them. But as far as Netflix goes, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look like anyone is going to benefit from this Netflix documentary. And I think that is going to be the end of his collaboration with Netflix. And so that's the reading. We'll leave it there for now. Thank you as ever for watching, and I will see you on the next one.